Greetings from Tokyo, my dear friends. This is Daisuke, and I hope you're doing very, very well. And now I'd like to continue the discussion of the Criterion Collection Laserdiscs. Today we're talking about Laserdisc spine number 4, The Lady Vanishes. So this is The Lady Vanishes. This is the film directed by Alfred Hitchcock, and it is a thrilling thriller. It is a fun time at the movies, if ever there was one. Highly recommended if you haven't seen this yet. The Lady Vanishes. This is in fact a film that is also in the current Criterion collection, DVD, but also in a very good Blu-ray. And so that's great, but this was one of the first Criterion Laserdiscs, and this is spine number 4. And so what I'd like to do is I'd like just to go over the Laserdiscs and what I have, and we can go from there. So this is the silver cover edition, and so if you have been following my Criterion Collection Laserdisc videos up to now, you'll note that the titles up to now, spine number 1, 2, 3, and now spine number 4, have had these silver cover releases. So these are from the really early days of Criterion. This is from, let's see, it says here, was it 1985? This is a 3M pressing. So this is manufactured by 3M. And we have here the Criterion Collection, the vertically written Criterion Collection here in this very interesting font. The Lady Vanishes in the bold caps here. And then we have this red accent with the Janus Films logo here. It says Janus Films / Voyager Press. And then here we have the Criterion Collection logo at the time. And then here off-centered we have a picture of a depiction of a particular scene in the film. So The Lady Vanishes. So this Margaret Lockwood and Michael Redgrave there. So very good. And Paul Lucas, right, as Dr. Hartz. So there's that. Then we have the back here. So the back is a continuation of this motif. We have here an essay that extends all the way to the bottom part of this side of the back cover. And this is by Michael Wilmington. It is a very good essay. It is a very affectionate take on this classic film by Alfred Hitchcock. So it is a very entertaining and a good read. So it's good to have it on the back of this Laserdisc here. And then we have the usual stuff that we see on the back of these Laserdiscs. So we have information about the disc itself. As you can see, it says side 1 and side 2. So this is an indication that this is a single disc, CLV single disc release. So The Lady Vanishes was never released, as far as I can tell, on a CAV disc. It was only a CLV release. So this is a single disc, and it's approximately 90 minutes. So it all fits on one disc, so two sides, side 1 and side 2. 97 minutes, right? And then here you have casting credits here, and then also the warranty. And here the address is indicated as being Los Angeles, California. So this is very interesting indeed. As far as the chapters go, I think that the chapter headings are okay, are accurate, except Chapter 22, which is indicated as being the Manchester Test Match scores, and Chapter 23, which is indicated as being the end titles. Those are a little bit off. In fact, the Manchester Test Match scores bit of the film actually occurs at the beginning part of chapter 23 rather than chapter 22. So that is probably a little bit of a misnomer with respect to chapter 22, but that's okay. That's okay. And chapter 23 is not just the end titles as the chapter heading suggests, but actually there's a little bit more to the ending that is shown in chapter 23. So, but That's, I think, a very minor point. But in any event, my friends, this is The Lady Vanishes, single disc. And if we look at the spine here, spine 4, it says 4 here. And I apologize for the poor quality here, but believe me, it says spine 4, it says Criterion Collection, and it says here, The Lady Vanishes, this, which is the sleeve. And then we have here The Lady Vanishes here. Now this is the single disc, but the disc then comes out like so. And so we have, again, this kind of presentation, which we have seen from earlier sleeve version silver cover releases of Criterion, and that's very nice indeed. Also, I should say that the version I have also comes with this postcard here, which is also something that we have seen as well. So now, this is a 3M pressing, and I think there were other pressings of this particular silver cover release that were manufactured by Pioneer. Now I don't know. I don't have a Pioneer manufactured silver cover disc, but if you have information about that or any other silver cover releases that might be slight variants, please let me know, and I'd always love to get information about this. But for this particular video, this is the 3M pressing that was from 1985. I also have this, which is the sort of black cover release. Now this is also The Lady Vanishes. This is also spine number 4. This is also a single disc, so it's side 1, side 2. So we have that, but of course it's a different presentation. Now this is from 1989, and we have here The Lady Vanishes in this red font, and we have the picture here, which is it's not as cropped as the earlier one here, but it's the same picture. And then we have the logo here, and then we have the bar, the Criterion Collection, along the top here. So this is something that I think a design that we've seen before, and in fact the back says cover design by Beth Dorfman. Yes. So let's turn to the back here. We have, again, a continuation. We have the same essay, the Mike Wilmington essay here, but this time, rather than it going across to the second side here, it's all contained within these 2 columns here. And we have The Lady Vanishes here up top, and we have the cast and credits listing, and then we have the side 1 information, side 2 information here. And then we have here for the first time a still on the back, which is something that we didn't see here. This is from 1989 now. So instead of the still that we saw from the earlier silver cover pressing, we have this still, which is adorning the back. So that's a very memorable still from this film, or not a still, but it's a picture that represents a particular moment of this film. And then we have the chapter headings, or the chapter titles here, and then the last chapters, chapters 22 and 23, yes, are the same title headings, and so there's that little minor issue with respect to the contents of those chapters that I indicated to you earlier. So my friends, this is The Lady Vanishes, and if we look, I'm sorry here, the last thing is the spine. Again, it's very difficult to see. I very much apologize, but we have 4 indicated in red lettering, and then we have the Criterion Collection here, and then we have The Lady Vanishes on the spine here in red. Again, it's very difficult because the spine is quite thin, but yes, this is a CLV single disc release, second printing according to the back from 1989 of The Lady Vanishes. So my friends, thank you very much for watching, and if you have any thoughts or comments or information about The Lady Vanishes, please let me know in the comment section below. As always, the Laserdiscs are this great wealth of information, and also lack of information, if you know what I mean, because there's so many prints or imprints and versions that it's possible that there are different variations on the same release or similar releases. So if you have any information to share with me, I would love to hear what you have to say. And again, it's great to learn and to share information and to gather more thoughts and clarity with respect to the Criterion Collection Laserdiscs. Oh boy, the Criterion Laserdiscs are such a fun and interesting collection of films. And so, yes, if you have any thoughts or comments, please let me know in the comments section below, and I'd love to have a conversation with you. Okay, my friends, thank you very much, and until we meet again, please be happy and healthy and well, and please keep on watching a lot of great, great movies. Cheers.